Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Abrams, Soviet Global Command 10.3. Okay, we just jump right into tech. PGM, Advanced SLBM, Advanced ASF, Advanced Airborne. Yes for ASF and Airborne, and no for everything else. So Advanced ASF goes to stage 3. Advanced Airborne is complete. All right, next up, military aid and purchase. There we go. Going to spend 16 to send Warsaw Pact a pair of next-gen MBTs. And then for themselves, the Soviets are spending 16 on 2 MBTs and a fighter, 6 on a pair of light infantry, 16 on 2 fighters, and the remaining 10 on 2 MBTs and a SPAG. Okay, combat. The Airborne from Zaire, 1, 2, 3, into Somali Republic in airborne assault, supported by 2 fighters from Sudan. They can fly 1, 2. There's, of course, 1 light infantry defending in Somali Republic. Up here in Suez, we're going to have a surgical strike. So, and this surgical strike will have spy satellite support. So the attack bomber, oh wait a minute. The attack bomber from Sudan can't do that because he's not at an air base. Oh, do we still want to do this? We'll still do it. Okay, so forget him. Excuse me. Out here in M8 on the heavy aircraft cruiser is an attack bomber that will come in here in surgical strike. A fighter that's going to come in and escort. This other fighter can't for an airstrike. For regular combat in Somali Republic, the fighters could take off from there and go, but not for an airstrike. So, 1 attack bomber escorted by 1 fighter, and then out there on that fleet, the cruiser and the SSN are each going to shoot a cruise missile in there to join the surgical strike. So the SPAG will be able to do air defense against the attack bomber and the escort, but of course no missile defense. Then up north here, these 4 SSNs in A5 are going to slide over to A7, where they are going to shoot 8 anti-ship missiles at the NATO fleet in A10. There are 2 cruisers and 4 frigates there, so they will have the full 6 shots of fleet missile defense. And then there's going to be a surgical strike in western Poland. Let's see, we're going to shoot 3 cruise missiles, 1 from Leningrad, 1, 2, 3, 1 from Baltic States from the major air bases, 1 from Baltic States, 1, 2, 1 from the cruiser here in A12, And then the strategic bomber, the backfire bomber, and the 2 medium bombers are all going to go in there and carpet bomb at the same time. And NATO is going to scramble 1 fighter from East Germany to attempt an interception to try to shoot something down if they can. Okay, that's combat. So, hang on just a second. All right, let's do our action here first. So we'll go in reverse order this time. We'll start with the surgical strike in West Poland. There's no SAM there, so of course there's no missile defense or air defense, either one. So the first thing we're going to have is interception. So the NATO fighter comes in and he misses with a 10. Okay, those others are all... I'm pretty sure they're all 1, but let me be sure. Yeah, those bombers all have an interception value of 1. Okay, those all miss. Okay, so no interception. All right, so we got 3 cruise missiles coming in. And they all miss. Now we've got 2 medium bombers carpet bombing. Those all miss. You got a strategic bomber carpet bombing. There's 1 hit there from his carpet bombing, and the backfire, double check myself. The backfire is 3 dice as well, okay. So there's 1 hit so far, and then the backfire unloads and it misses. So 1 hit in Western Poland. There we go. Okay, so next we will have the ASM strike in A10. As I said before, there's 2 cruisers and 4 frigates there, so that's 6 shots of missile defense. For 4 hits. Okay, so half of the missiles are knocked down. The other 4 come in and get 2 hits. None are target select. So, turn over here to the fleet card. They got 2 hits. Well, since they're currently operating at reduced capacity anyway, NATO NATO is going to choose to take both of the hits. Get the right one here. NATO is going to choose to take both of the hits. on the supercarrier. Okay, that's that. All right, now we come this way. And we're going to have surgical strike in Suez. All right, so there we have a spag. There's 2 planes coming in, so the spag gets 2 shots. There is 1 hit. 1 hit. So naturally, Soviets are going to take the hit on the fighter. All right, now we've got two cruise missiles for 2 hits. And since this one does have spy satellite support, these are going to be target select. So there's two target select hits there. And now we have the attack bomber. That is also a target select. It's a hit, and a 1 for an attack bomber is a target select hit. So 3 target select hits here in Suez. Get this stuff out of the way. All right, so they're going to kill the spag. The airborne. Oh wait, target select. Target select. Hold on. That's not what the Soviets want to happen. That's what the Americans want. The Soviets are going to target select the Americans are released for battlefield nukes against the Soviets, not against Warsaw Pact. Soviets going to target select 3 mechs. Get them out of there. Make that nut a little easier to crack. Okay, there we go. All right, and now we have the fight there in Somali Republic. So we've got airborne assault at a 2 because of the desert. Miss. 2 fighters. There's the hit that's needed with a 5. The defending light infantry misses with an 8. So, there we are, get around all. And the Soviets have another African land zone worth an IPP. Those sneaky Soviets. Okay, that is it for combat. Non-combat. Well, of course, these 2 fighters are going to fly right back over there to Sudan. The attack bomber from Suez flies back to the heavy aircraft cruiser. The light infantry is from South Africa. One of them is going to use strategic land movement from the minor army base to go 1, 2, 3 over here to garrison Kenya. The other one is going to use strategic land movement to go 1, 2, 3 up there to Zaire, and the Sam is going with him. So there we go. Then over here, the 2 MBTs and the Sam from Shiraz are moving over to Basra. And that's going to get crowded pretty quick, so we're going to get a Soviet marker in there. So the 2 MBTs and the Sam move over to Basra. Then everybody from Afghanistan goes 1, 2 down here to Shiraz. There's that. The 2 fighters from Tehran fly down to Basra. So add them to the card. And that'll be it there for the moment. Over here, the 2 diesel boats from A5 move to A6. And then on land, these guys, 2 next gens, 2 early gens from Western Ukraine, move into Eastern Poland. The air from the surgical strike, everybody's going back to where they came from, so they just more or less stay where they are. This Sam from Baltic States is going to move into Western Poland, or Eastern Poland. And the two paramilitary down here in Southern Caucasia are going to use strategic land movement to go 1, 2 up to Eastern Ukraine. And the 2 paramilitary from Western Ukraine are going to move into Belarus. And that's that. All right, now we place some units. We got 2 fighters built at the major air base in Baltic states. I changed my mind. The medium bombers landed at Baltic states instead of Western Ukraine. Then we got 2 MBTs and a SPAG built in Western Ukraine. Then we come around this way. Two light infantry in South Africa at that minor army base. Two MBTs and a fighter in Tehran. That's it for placing units. Now we deliver military aid. And the 2 next-gen MBTs are going to East Czechoslovakia. Okay, that's that. Roll for aid to FEC. That's a 3. Got lucky on the low end. So that's going to be 3. All right. I forgot to adjust the Soviets up 1 for Somali Republic. So they are up to 45. 45 plus Tehran, and that's it. So there's +1 there, and then all that's going to be is the oil, which is 4 and 4, so 8 and 9 on to 45 is going to make 64. Wonder if I miscalculated something last time. Because they started this turn with 60. But they only picked up 1 extra IPP. I must have miscalculated something. Who knows? Anyway, look at that again. 45 plus 1 for Tehran is 46 plus 4 for Nigeria and 4 for Shiraz, that's 8. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm trying to give them too much. Yeah, that's not 64, that's... What the hell did... Oh, yeah, they had extra bonus last time for having Suez. Yeah, that's where the difference is coming in. I'm trying to add wrong. It's not 64, it's 54. There we go. We got it straightened out. Okay, cruise missiles were all fired and 4 were built. So fix that. All 5 cruise missiles were shot and 5 more were built, so that stays the same. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.